across the morning sky, feel what's on the wind. Find the perfect water and hope the day won't end. Tune into the outside from the inside once again. Listen to the thunder and watch an eagle soar. We call it living inside the great outdoors.
Morning. This is Joe Castaway Coolis. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors on a beautiful sunny morning.
Kind of a fall-y type morning.
Yeah, it's going to be fall temperatures this week.
Yeah, well, that's good. A little break
Yes.
in the weather here.
Yeah,
Break
it has
in the
been
weather
too
for us.
hot.
Talking here is Dr. Norm. My clients used to call me Dr. T. Thank you for letting us in your car or on your boat or in your kitchen this morning. We appreciate that, and please appreciate our sponsors, too. Sitting across from me is
Big Daddy, Carl Bachtel, in studio after a long day of fishing yesterday.
Wow.
Teaching
But
the
it was
children.
fun. Oh, yeah, teaching the kids and having fun with them. And then I went on a little exploratory excursion with my intermediary.
And who was your intermediary?
No, I'm just making fun of Joe. He was telling us a story and was using words that aren't words. But
Well,
that's how he gets ready for the show, though. That's how he warms up.
I try and warm him up and correct him.
Intermediary.
That's it.
What is it?
Intermediary.
There, you did
See?
it, Joe.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel Webster over here or somebody.
Well, I went to the car dealer, Toyota, and to consider just to see what it's worth to trade in for a 26 and just exploratory. But the girl that took care of me filled me in on my vehicle that I have that I didn't know I had, all these features. So it was worth going there just for that. It was because when I got it, the gentleman didn't tell me a lot of it. Although I did get it on my birthday, and there was a snowstorm, so but I should have went back. But anyways, I'm glad I did, and I have an intermediary person there that was so helpful, and she gave me a fishing rod for you, Cara, for the kids, a girl's tackle box, and a nice rod and reel. Mm-hmm. And I forgot it this morning, but I brought you cucumbers.
Just to let you know, Joe.
Yes.
Fishing rods and tackle boxes, they don't have a gender.
Well, these are pink.
That's okay.
Okay.
Boys can use pink stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then, good. So you've got somebody to give to one of your young people that needs to, can't afford it or whatever, and it'll get them started.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll give him a nice prize.
Yeah, but I'll bring it next week. Because I got all the eggs for Dion's, but then I got tomatoes for you, Doc, and eggs, and I got cucumbers and eggs for you, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
The tomatoes are going goody
omelet.
poo. Cucumbers are on their decline.
That's why I'm getting those. I get it. I
want to get them to you before they're gone.
Mm-hmm. You mean the rotten cucumbers?
No. Boy,
kidding.
I picked one. Oh, my God. It looks like a zucchini. Whew, I never saw one so big. But my buddy said it's green. It's okay. It's not dark green, but they don't get dark. It's light. So I saved those because I was afraid to give somebody if it's not the best. So I got stuff for you, too. And then I gave some to our great engineer here, Lenny, some stuff for him, too. So it's the problem is you get a lot now, and then you got nothing. and you got to wait. And it's like not a big window that you get. So you either have too much or nothing, And I love tomatoes and cucumbers. Boy, those are two things cucumbers, though, you get through the year, they're not bad. Tomatoes, that's another story. But I've been looking online and watching how they mass harvest a lot of vegetables, mostly overseas. These machines they've developed, like radishes, they're going through with this machine that's got to be like 20-some foot wide. It's on a conveyor. They're constantly the machine is picking up these radishes, and they're going up this chute, and it knows for like 10, and it separates groups of 10 and ties them and puts them in unbelievable, but it's almost all European stuff. And then cucumbers.
No, it's not. They do it here, too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm sure, but, okay, what was being shown was overseas. Yeah, I'm sure they're doing it here, too.
That's where you get all your viruses from.
Overseas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so now their cucumbers, mine climb like Jack and the Beanstalk, but overnight they could be dead. They get this blight overnight, done, and they're about done. Anyway, they were a low bush one, but solid, just a solid mass. And machines going through there and picking them and throwing them in a truck like off of a hose out of a faucet. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. And the corn, and there was...
you need one of those machines.
Yeah.
To pull your weeds, because that's all you grow.
That's all I grow. I went and looked at Indian corn. Forget it. Disaster. They're thin, and it's starting to grow, but there's no corn on it.
If you talk to it and call it guardian corn, then it would grow.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Native American
It doesn't have
corn.
right.
Oh.
Indigenous people's corn.
Oh.
And you don't, they want a little respect, Joe.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Call it Iroquois corn or Sioux corn
or intermediary corn. Or
So that's a disaster. But I'm really stiff today because I was going to plant 2 acres basically, 2 plots, total of it, 2 acres.
I didn't think that was a cucumber.
Brassica. We were talking.
I'm just checking to see if anybody's awake.
Yeah.
That's all. If you're not, you are now.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But now's the time for food plots, and it's getting close. I'd like to have it done already, but with the weather. But we had the gentleman from Frigid Forage, and so got the seed, got everything ready, and so I was going to do it today. If my buddy could help me or not, I was going to walk the 2 acres. I got to get it done. I don't know if I could have done it. My one foot's bothering me a little bit. So anyways, wrote to him. He says, I'm busy on Sunday. How about this evening? So, okay, yeah. So I, after church, got on the track. Luckily, earlier in the day, I got the big spreader on the back of the tractor, filled it with 500 pounds of fertilizer. The problem being, and I learned a lesson, when I went to get the fertilizer, I had a pallet. Well, this stuff is in plastic bags, so it goes down in between the slats. So I did hit 2 bags when I took the forks. But to get it out, I use it so I don't have to lift. Picked up the pallet, go up to it's a big circular spreader, and then cut the bag, no lifting, just drain it. But then the bags on the bottom were down underneath between the slats. I had to wrestle it. I didn't think I hurt myself. I guess I tweaked my back a bit. Anyway, got that, went out there, got that done, came back, put the cultivator on, which is a bunch of teeth basically, and I have this huge drag that I got at auction once. It's like they would use at a horse arena to keep it level. Mm-hmm. Tied that to the back of it. Got that all done. He came, and I says, well, you could walk and I'll go do the other field. He said, no, we'll use the vehicle. So he took my 2-seater. He sat on the back end of the 2-seater, and I drove. But the problem is the seat is so small, you have to really be careful because you could run out and planted way, way too heavy, and you can't see it as black. So we gauged it, and I drove slow. He says, well, then the next pass, go a little bit wider and go a little faster so we don't run out. So we did that a bunch of times, and I had extra. Boy, we planted it all, no walking, just boom, 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 got it done. So now when I get, it was dark when we done. So today after the show, I'll go back and put a cultipacker on. And a cultipacker is like about 20 little wheels, real heavy, and it forces the seed down in. If we'd have got rain last night, which there was a possibility, and we got it. So today after the show, I'm going to go cultipack it, then I'm done. And I'm hoping we'll get some rain. And hope, because this weather, though, but anybody you talk to, so many people, their gardens are goofy because they're just terrible, because this spring we had was so cold. Everything's behind, and that's why my indigenous, no reaction.
Oh, we
Oh,
know it.
jeez.
Yeah. No.
Oh, well. My Indian corn.
You'd think you'd grow better corn and stuff because you're full of fertilizer. We know that.
I am. Oh, let's see.
Indigenous fertilizer.
Indigenous. So I have but my garden, my tomatoes look like a jungle because I kept putting all that chicken manure in, and I've never had tomatoes like this. You got to go in there and dig to find them. They're so buried. You
got to pinch them back.
What?
You got to take the suckers off.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did that. I know how to grow.
Well, you left one big one.
Yeah, right. You. No, that chicken
These
manure, because my
tomatoes are
buddy.
so big they got feathers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my buddy who guides me a lot.
They eat bakery.
He's been putting manure for a long time. His corn and potatoes, and he does. So that chicken manure is the best. And I've noticed, because I put it pretty heavy this past last fall and early spring, and I was worried that because I get pine chips that I put in the coop, and I thought maybe that would be a little too acidic.
You know, you ought to make a commercial, Joe,
For
your chicken manure, kind of like that Jean-Louis Savat. You know, the one who uses that stuff for women to make their skin nice.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Jean-Louis.
Oh,
Jean-Louis Coulis.
I guarantee you that
I
stuff.
guarantee. See, he's got the language
Yeah.
down and everything.
I last year I did make. They call it the tea. You put it in a bucket with water, the manure, and use it. It doesn't seem to.
Rendezvous coulis.
Yes.
Jean Rendezvous. Jean-Louis Coulis.
Yes, but it.
Jean-Louis. Jean-Louis. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah,
Jean-Louis
I can
and
put
his tea.
You would put this in your garden
Tea
or
with
in
Jean-Louis.
your house plants, and it don't smell. It's not.
Oh,
no,
don't
it
smell. You
doesn't.
can
Yeah.
put it on your
Yeah, neither do
face,
you,
too,
Joe.
and it will
Yeah.
make you look good.
Yeah.
Along with Jean-Louis' botulism
If I could package that stuff, I'll tell you. I take some pictures. Those tomatoes, I've never seen it, and the cucumbers until they got the blight were like Jack and the Beanstalk. You know, I mean, I got a cucumber.
Wouldn't it be Jack and the cucumber stalk?
Yeah, I got this one cucumber. I mean, it's got to be like a zucchini. I never saw a cucumber, so it'd be like 4 inches in diameter and about a foot long. But it's still got it's light green, but it's actually the small ones I give you guys. The small pickling. They're should be only about 5 inches and maybe 2 inches, in diameter. But but we got to take a break, and then we got a couple callers on, and I got another thing I need to talk about too before that. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back.
On the Jean-Louis Coulis show.
This is Carl Big Daddy Bechtel for Inside the Great Outdoors Radio. We're Cleveland's only live, independent call-in outdoors radio show, and we're in need of sponsors. Every Sunday morning from 7 to 10 a.m., Castaway Coolest, Dr. Norm, Joe Keogh, and myself cover a variety of outdoor-related topics. The show podcast also runs nationally several times a week on the Outdoor Radio Network. If you own a local business and are looking for a place to advertise, Inside the Great Outdoors is for you. For more information, contact Joe Castaway Coolest by email at jcoolest@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Lowest rates in town for the fastest 3 hours in radio. Inside the Great Outdoors.
Whether you're a novice or a well-seasoned angler, if you want that extra edge in catching more fish, you want one of the many species of Kodiak scent. Made from real bait fish, Kodiak fishing scents are made from pure freeze-dried bait. Freeze-drying enhances the scent considerably, making it the most potent fishing scent available to the fishermen today. It comes in many flavors, including shad, crayfish, salmon egg, and the most popular, minnow. Add the paste to your lures, it really sticks. And when a fish hits, it doesn't let go. And if you use tube jigs, try the tube injector. This handy syringe is made especially to be inserted into a tube jig. Kodiak fishing scents are now available online at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. If you want to catch fish, you want Kodiak from Coolest.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoolest@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. So we got a couple callers, but before we do, so this week, gentleman stops at the door, knocks on the door. We're from a window and door company, and okay, yeah. And he says, "Well, do you have? We're doing a job next door, and blah blah blah. And would you want?" And I said, "I don't know." I says, and I thought, well, I got one window that's got a big crack. It's a tall, like 4 foot, maybe more casement, and has a crack in it. But that's where I build all my fishing stuff, and I don't heat it, and it's not a big deal. And I said, well, I got that window there. He said, well, we could schedule somebody to come and give you a price. I thought, well, but I was so impressed with the way he handled himself, and I thought. So I talked a little bit, and the more the more I talked to him, the more I liked him, and that he was not this hardcore pushy thing. But all he did was schedule people, I said, well, okay, it won't take long. I'll at least know. So if it gets worse or I'll see, then at least I know what it'll cost. But I liked the way he talked. In fact, actually, after it was over with, he bought eggs from me. He said, I got a 4-year-old who loves to eat, so he bought some eggs. But anyway, and so I talked to him a bit about their company and what he thought about working for them. And he really liked it because how they looked out for their salespeople. And business was a little slow, he said, and that's why they got us out looking. He says he don't know why, but with the economy or with the heat or with he says that's why we're out. Things are slow. And I thought, okay, we'll send the guy out, and I'll have it so I'll know. And I liked it probably because he wasn't pushy. So anyways, scheduled it for the next day, and so the other guy comes. They send you a picture, so you know who's coming. Young guy, and he was just as good. And so he gave me the price and stuff, and so I don't know if I'll do it. I won't do it now, only because it's not critical. If it was critical, it'd be a whole different ballgame. Unfortunately, they would have to replace, because it's really, even though it's 2 windows, it's one piece. so I'd have to do both. But at least I know, and I feel, what's the word I want to use, confident that I'm dealing with a good company. So he comes pretty cool. He has his computer, and it's all programmed, and they give you all the background and tell you about the owner. But the one thing that really impressed me about that company is he says we have meetings twice a week we have to go to. And he says the owner, they care, and it's smart. The owner cares about their salesmen because they're what runs the company. But they care enough to keep them educated, might be the word, on how to sell. They care about their salespeople. And that's what really impressed me, that they're just not, okay, get a good hot shot that can sell, and if not, get another one, and on and on. And so they do windows, doors, and bathrooms. And he says, and I was telling him about our radio show. I said, well, we have a lot of older listeners. He says, that's the most people that are getting bathrooms. Mine's fine. I mean, I could still, because of stepping over the tub. And so I thought, well, maybe down the road, if I ever have,
you don't use it much anymore since you got the diapers, right?
Oh my gosh!
And we know he doesn't use the tub.
So do you use a tub?
I sure do.
Yeah.
Put an inch of water in it, and I get in, and it fills up automatically. Saving money.
On water. Oh. But because I could see an older person stepping over the tub. That's all we had a long time ago were tubs. They didn't have showers alone.
That's true.
So, but if I'd
ever
ever
have
have...
clawfoot tub?
How much?
Do you have a clawfoot tub?
No.
No,
I have it built in because
he could take some claws off a Wolverine and put on his bathtub or something.
Wouldn't that look cool?
Yeah.
No, more like lion feet. But yeah, so his name was Joe as well, and so we talked a little bit, and I confidence I think might be the word. You know, the way they handle themselves. It's called Window Expo, which a nice pamphlet and very thorough. Show you everything. Give you a price that's good for a year. Of course, they have discounts for different things, and if you do something sooner, but they weren't pushing you, and that's what I liked.
And it's a local company.
Yes, and they're made here in near the airport, Berea or somewhere. Yeah, I think it's Berea.
Brook Park or something.
Brook Park, yes, either one of the two. Anyway, but yeah. So if you'd ever be interested, I'd recommend. I didn't do it. But if I'm going to, that's who I'm going to. Their phone number, in fact, I'll give you is 440-652-2900. Easy. But just they give you a thorough background about the company, not just try to sell you the product. So it was an education. I learned about it. They're not cheap, but nothing is, and you get what you pay for. Exactly. And warranty, and if there's a problem, just their delivery was educational, and I guess confidence would be the biggest thing. So if you're looking for windows or doors or a bathroom, they'll give you a price and stuff. So you never know. But yeah, it's called Window Expo. So good company. So anyways, let's see. We got a whole bunch of calls. We'll wait till Hammy, give him more time later. But how's Lenny doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Hey, your story earlier reminded me of the local pub where the farmers gather at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
One day, Clem walks in, and his lips are all covered with the shiny, streaky, gray and white stuff. And his buddy says to him, "Instead on your lips," he says, "it's chicken manure." "Why do you have chicken manure on your lips?" He says, "'Cause I got chapped lips." He says, "Really? Does that cure it?" He says, "No, but it keeps me from licking them."
Oh, God. Oh.
Lenny.
Oh, Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Another great use for chicken manure.
Jean-Louis Lenny.
I just thought I would add that to highlight the shows.
Oh, thank you so much, Lenny.
Very
See
nice.
ya. Oh, boy. What kind of calls is that going to stimulate?
Oh, no. Here we go.
Oh, geez. So, and how's Jim doing?
Is this the Great Outdoor Show?
I
No.
think
The
so.
Great Manure Show.
We're going down the tubes.
Hey, I did some looking up about the Big Five, and they said there was 3 people that had it, and maybe you have to straighten them out because you weren't one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bob Swinehart,
Right.
Yeah.
Howard Hill,
Yes.
Yeah.
and Bill Nagley.
Yes, and Bill Nagy was the guy that I knew in Texas that guided me through all the thing, and that's why I knew about the. I met him when I had a booth at the Safari Club in. Oh, I don't know if it was in not Dallas, San Antonio. And I met him, very nice guy. So, yes, I knew those were the 3, but I was the 4th. I don't know if there's somebody now. Howard,
Other guys.
yeah, I'm sure by now.
Joe was actually the first. He just he got his Big Five before written language. So
There you go.
During the
But
Bronze Age.
that's right.
yeah,
He lost his clay tablet.
yeah, but Fred Bird never had a rhino, but he shot a lot of animals with a bow, and he was a great
Guy.
great guy, and a good advocate for bow hunting. So, yeah, interesting.
Yes,
It don't matter to me, but
Bill Nagley, I wasn't familiar with him, and he wrote a book called Moments of Truth,
Yeah.
which I'm going to hunt down
yeah,
because I don't know anything about
yeah,
that.
very nice guy, very nice.
I've heard of Barnsdale and Bowman and Hoyt and Merlin,
Yeah,
some of those other people, and Brian Ferguson, that
Yeah.
other lady that
yeah.
this
He was
lady that
he was a
big bow
sharpshooter.
hunter.
He did stuff at the sport shows, kind of like more of an entertainer, but super shot. Whew.
Well, Howard Hill shot all the shots on the movie Robin Hood, the show Robin Hood
Oh,
with Errol Flynn. He
Yeah.
taught Errol Flynn how to shoot,
yeah.
but he did all the
Huh.
shooting.
Interesting.
Now, did you know who Robin Hood was?
Well, I'm just through the movie.
Well, people. I asked this to Bob France once, and he says, "Oh, that's the guy that was robbing from the rich and gave him to the poor."
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, no, he was getting the poor people's money that the politicians stole for them. So anyway, Howard shot a 115-pound tembo in Africa,
Yeah.
and then when he had his competition shooting, he used a 90-pound Big Five. The other point I wanted to get to is a lot of the people are complaining about our CO2. You got to get rid of your dogs, your animals. You got to get rid of your gasoline engines. Al Gore convinced the Supreme Court that CO2 was a poisonous gas.
He's nuts.
Well, without it, we wouldn't be here.
It's true.
Yeah.
And to give you an example, if you know what a tree line or a timber line is,
Yeah.
that's at an elevation of about 4,400 feet where nothing grows.
Okay.
There's no carbon dioxide. There's no oxygen. It's cold. It's windy. There's no nitrogen. And there's no reseeding because the stuff
Yeah. There's nothing
falls
there. Yeah.
downhill.
It's a line. I've been there a
There's
lot.
no
It's a line.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
Really,
Oh, I wondered why. Huh. I never thought of that, but that's interesting.
So we need carbon dioxide. It's only 0.036% of the atmosphere, and that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. And it's always been here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
stored in our oceans,
Sure.
and it comes out when it's hot, and it goes back in when it's cool.
Yeah.
It's always been here. We don't have any more or any less.
No. Cool.
These people are these people are educated beyond stupidity.
Okay. All righty. Well, Well, we're up against a break. We appreciate the info.
Okay. Thank you.
Jim.
Thanks.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about why there's a tree line, and above it there's nothing.
Yeah.
And it's a line, last group of trees. Because when you're sheep hunting, the sheep will go down into the woods, and then it's tough. You can't see them. It's really, especially the western bighorn rams. They like to go down into that timber and back up.
Things grow above the tree line.
Yes, but there's no trees. It's like
shrubs lichens
small.
and
right.
moss,
There's stuff, because those sheep that are up there
That's
above
what they
it,
eat.
they just got little stuff. They got to have something to eat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So little grasses and stuff,
There are
but
some
none of
things
the
that live up
trees.
there,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Well, when we come back, we'll get to Hamden and listen to see what he has to say. See if he fills out a tub like our buddy.
He's
Carter.
always above the tree line, Bob. He's in the thin air.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Is Hamden Township above the tree line?
I don't know.
I think we'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll take a break and be back.
No matter what species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.
If you troll for walleye, steelhead, or even salmon, you need to check out Castaway's Magnetic Divers. The release is magnetic, so if it trips accidentally, no need to retrieve it. Simply give the line slack, it sinks and resets itself automatically. When fishing is slow, trip the diver when trolling. It will come up through the water column and very often trigger a strike because you are now covering different depths. It can be set to go off to the right, left, or straight behind the boat. It comes in 3 sizes and different colors. Why not try one today? You can order them online at castaway.com. That's castaway.com with a K. You will not only improve your fishing success, but will make trolling fun again because of no more retrieving after a false release. That's Castaway's Magnetic Diver at www.castaway.com with a K.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors, going to Hamden Bob. Good morning.
Good morning. I can't believe you didn't give me the Bums Rush slot. I'm in shock. I'm honored.
More time, and so we get the other guys in, and so you didn't get the Bum Rush. So
we could give you the Bums.
Yeah, we could always do that if
we
you
could
want.
Just cut you off.
Oh, Joe, Joe will anyway. You got the whole segment, but Joe's going to interrupt you so many times. You're just going to.
Well, whenever you hear the magic, when you hear the magic words, okay, then, and holy Christ, yeah,
Joe
yeah, yeah,
really,
bonjour, bongo head. Okay, then.
He's got a piece of paper on the
little heart.
He's got a piece of paper on the table. It's his Bum Rush lines. Number one is what you just said. Number 2 is we're up against it. Number 3 is this is a hard break. He's got a whole list of them.
Yeah, and then
Well, I try
number
to
4
politely-
would just be
And sometimes he faints too. He just faints.
yes, yeah, like the ghosts, the feigning ghosts. Boom, hits the deck. Yeah, it must be break time. I'll be damned. Look at this. Wow, we're up against it. No, Joe's on the deck. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Speaking of on the deck,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I find it next month, God willing, I'll be 6'5". So I've been through a few things. It takes a lot to give me the dry heaves, but Lenny did it. Lenny did it this morning. There's things you can't unsee. I can't unhear or unsee that. And then Lenny's voice with that, lower your voice. I can't get it any lower.
Guttural. He's got a guttural voice,
Yeah, what a delivery. I will spend the rest of my life probably not eating now, but I will never have chapped lips. Unbelievable. You can't make this up on local radio. That's why you guys still exist.
Well, I tell you, you could make a fortune, Bob, selling chicken poop lip balm.
Yes. Dr. Tomaine's chicken poop lip balm. You'll love it.
So the older women will buy it for their husbands so they won't kiss them? Or no, for
Exactly.
themselves so they won't kiss them.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. There you go. And they'll probably smear it all over themselves to avoid other things.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's horrid.
Yeah, it comes in 3 colors.
It's
Yeah,
the
right.
Same tube.
Yes.
Where the heck is this going? Gee.
Yeah, well, right to the burning tires scent for the fall candle line. I don't know.
Down the commode with the rest of the show.
Yeah,
The
but you know
husband
what?
wants to make out with the wife, and she says, sure, and then he gets near, ooh, but get away.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
You been drinking? No, but I plan on it now. Okay, good. Thanks for stopping. Oh, my God. You can't make this up.
Nope.
Oh,
It has
my.
nothing to do with fishing, hunting, bird watching. It has
How the
everything to
heck
do with
did that
survival.
ever come up? Oh, my.
Not tonight. No.
You gotta, Yash. Look at what you're
Not
playing.
ever. That's the
Look at
that's
yeah,
that's
headache.
the slogan.
Oh hell no, no. I got Tomei.
That's the slogan. Not tonight.
Oh my God.
Never.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
feel good.
And just in time for Halloween, our E. coli taste.
That's right.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, my.
But all that aside,
You don't have to fake a headache.
Yeah.
no,
Just get
no.
some Castaways chicken manure lipstick.
Yeah,
Body wash.
yeah, yeah.
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 Also comes in
You'll
body
go
wash.
wild
There you
over
go.
it.
And you can
Yeah,
spray
body
it any
wash.
place, even down there.
Oh, my God. Where are we going?
It is
Yes.
off the rails.
Oh.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
This is
You
an
know, he'll
outdoor
be.
show.
We're almost just in time for the Great Geauga County Fair, and there's Yash
Oh,
in the
my
booth. Yeah,
goodness,
try my
what does
brand.
Lenny
Oh
start?
man,
He's going to sign
Lend me,
autographs at the chicken barn.
Thanks, Lenny. You see where
lend
you
me
put
your
us?
bait bucket for I may heave.
Oh,
wow.
Joe's got
Gee.
all the equipment to make it with all
Yeah.
the stink baits and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
a little
This
bit of
is
garlic in there or some shrimp.
this is throwing a wrench right into the food portion of the show. Keo's going to be
Oh.
beside himself trying to make a recovery. It's not going to fly.
Holy
Sorry,
moly.
Keo. Good nose, Joe.
So you never know.
Oh.
You never know.
No, and look at the mileage. And then Jim with the CO2. I was getting gas off of everything else, but CO2, yeah, trees need that. It kind of helps. Somewhere there's a picture of my old man as a Navy Seabee after World War II up in the Aleutians, Adak, Attu, Kiska, one of the elevations though, and there was a sign that says the world's oldest, smallest trees, and he's standing by them, and they were dwarfed, but it was right there at the cut line that Jim was talking about.
Yeah.
And it was quite amazing because it's nature and it's facts.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing about nature and facts. Don't get caught dead lying. It's
Yeah.
real easy.
yeah.
And fibbing and doing silly things.
Sure.
you guys break the glass wall of truth. Dr. Norm with his ticks, Carl with his scaly friends, and then there's Joe. Well, the story of two Joes, yes. The Keogh, good-nosed Keogh,
Yeah.
trying to cook the things that the coolest hunts and brings into the kitchen. So this is a well-rounded show.
Oh, yeah.
But all that aside, we appear to have gotten a little respite on this 95 and fully humidified weather.
Going to have fall temperatures this week.
Good.
Yes, and I can stomach them. I am really rolling over in my old age, though. I cannot believe that I can tolerate the cold much easier than I can the hot towel wrap, 95 and 100% humidity.
I haven't been able to
Must be a sign of something.
Yeah, I haven't been able to run the freeze dryer because I don't want to be running it in those temperatures. But now this week, because I have to make a bunch of them, I got to catch up on. So I got the catfish
freeze-dry
bomb.
ketchup?
No. I freeze dried my catfish bombs.
Oh.
But the big thing I got to get made is shrimping season on the East Coast is going to be starting. And so my newest product, so I'm going to make these bombs out of menhaden, which I found a big barrel of. Boy, nice. And the way they shrimp, catch their own shrimp, just not commercial, but the everyday guy. They can put. I think they're allowed 10, and I think this is South Carolina. They put a steak in the water. Now this is in the shallows. They put a steak, and they normally have to take stinky chum and put it around the base, and they're allowed 10 of them.
Hey, that's what I call you.
What?
Hey, chum.
He's my stinky chum.
You're killing me,
So with these catfish bombs, they'll be able to just throw one. Probably one will be enough at each steak. And then by the time they all 10 are there, then they come back, take the net, and in quadrants, they'll throw the net, then move to the next quadrant. So 4 times they'll cover that circle around it. And it'll be a lot mess, no mess to it. And so, and menhaden is the best bait. So I got to make a whole bunch. I made them. They're in the freezer. I got a really cool thing. I got a mixer. I got all my components put together. And then I use a big bakery decorating bags. I fill it in there, and I have these molds all set up. And I go to each one. I know enough how much to put in, squeeze it, fill it up, then go back with a little water on a spatula, smooth it out nice, and pack it in, smooth it out nice.
Never have Joe make
You're an
birthday
animal.
Cake.
Yeah. And this has to explain why you were not granted a. This has to explain why you were not granted a Long John Silver's franchise. These things you speak of.
Yeah, but so I
Not
can get
only
my
is
freeze
it
drying
ruined,
done
it
this week.
stinks.
So
Yeah.
got to catch up.
Nice.
It's a
Arthur
production.
Good.
Treacher's
Hey.
deep fried menhaden.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah. There it goes again. Thanks, Lenny. Jesus.
No wonder
God
there's
in
only
heaven.
one left.
Yes. Yes.
Actually,
Hurry
I've been
in
there.
now.
It's in my hometown of Cuyahoga Falls, and
There it is.
they're starting to make a little comeback.
Arthur Treacher?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
one up in
Yeah.
uh,
Garfield.
near the Cedar Lee
Over on
Theater up
Rockside.
there, around the corner.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There's one. I
Mayfield
drive
Road.
right by it this morning. I never,
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
One, and
They're
that's the
popping up.
survivor.
yeah.
And
Good hush
prehistorically
puppies.
speaking, from the 70s, those were the greatest chicken sandwiches ever out on the road. You know, people rave
yeah.
about this and that. But they're the old actor, Arthur Treacher, he was interesting. Always had the role of a butler or some kind of broken down English lad. And, they survived. There used to be one on Euclid Avenue over by Indian Hills. And they got popular, and then they dwindled. But like you
One
said,
on 130th, too, I always used to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
Good hush
And
puppies.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's-
And
you can buy them
these are
by
things.
2 dozen at a time. So if you ever have a fish fry, you want some hush puppies,
Yeah.
and you don't know how to make them, You can go pick up some hush puppies from Archer Treachers.
Why do they call him a hush puppy?
Because when they made them, it's a southern thing. They used to throw a bit.
Southern, yeah.
It was like a piece of the breading came off of the fish, and they'd throw it to the dog. It's like, hush, puppy, because the dog would be barking.
Hush.
So
Really?
Yes.
Say, hush,
yes.
puppy.
Oh, interesting.
You got it.
I'll give you some
Okay, then.
You always get background on this show.
You got it.
Nobody's left hanging.
No.
And so we got to get rid of me, though. I mean,
got it.
I don't know. Bray's away on a mini vacation. We'll see if he calls in. And we got to.
He looks like he's on the shores of a very still lake somewhere.
Who's that?
And
yes,
Michael Bray. The Pope is on.
Oh.
Yes,
he's on respite care.
We'll call it for now Lake Disgusting.
Okay.
And
Are you
he's
calling
got
from
front
the
row
Hamdens, or are you calling from Sandusky?
Well, I'm in a state of terminal velocity. I'm going to convert. I am calling from the Hamdens, where things are just doing fine. And I killed my first European hornet come to the back porch light. It's been a little late for that.
Yeah.
But, yes, only in the Hamdens can you have action like that with the hee-haw theme song music in the background and many hounds on the porch.
There you go. Okay.
But we got to get rid of me. So I'll issue a formal Toodles men's.
Button here.
That's right. He's going to his list,
thanks
Bob.
for the chuckles. And Lenny, thanks for the stomach evacuator. And Jim, God love you.
Talk to you later.
And that's the rest of the story. Toodles. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Bob.
Okay, and that we got to take a break, and we will be back. The views and comments of the co-hosts of this show aren't necessarily those of Inside the Great Outdoors. Any complaints or comments can be sent to them directly at 444-444-4444, extension 4 for Dr. Norm, extension 44 for Carl. Any comments or complaints for Castaway Coolest, you can just leave them to yourself.
Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coolest. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoolis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listen to Inside the Great Outdoors. A nice sunny morning, cool temperatures coming, and going to get back on the tractor after the show and get the food plots done. So people, if you don't have your food plots done, boy, better get with it. Now, down the southern part of the country, you got a little bit more time because it's we talk about things, but it differs from Minnesota to Texas. And what we're talking about, so we're talking about Midway, actually pretty much Midway, a little bit to the north, of getting things, because deer. So I've been selling this American feeder. You put the blocks of corn mixture with molasses, and they sell, a lot of companies sell different blocks. And so this particular one feeder, you hang it on a tree or on a T-post, and you could put either two 20-pound blocks in or one 33, but it's off the ground, so rodents and stuff don't eat at it, and it's for the deer. And I have them on Amazon. I got to get them on my website, maybe today. But it's they're really selling now because of fall, and now's when you want to get them out. And then it's a good idea and that's what I did. I ordered I had a bunch. I needed a few more lithium batteries. They last a lot longer than the ones you buy. Cost a little more, but they last. Anyways, but now's the time to get your cameras out to see what's out there. So yesterday when we were out working on the plots, had 16 deer on the power line in the clover. We talked last week or the other day about from Frigid Forage and how it was nothing in the spring, and now it's like, God, it's so solid. I can't believe. And so the deer, they could eat there forever. But the interesting thing is when we drive by to change vehicles and bring another implement, they'd all run in the woods. 2 minutes later, they're all right back. And then they run in the woods, and they come. That coming back is a good thing. And sometimes, eventually, there are some they'll just watch. They'll stand 10 feet away and watch it because they know they're safe. And the does. I do have the first year where I have like 4 small bucks, maybe 1, 2, 2.5. The others would be 1.5, and they're small racks. But I haven't had that in the past. The deer I normally shoot are deer that are passing through. The day I get a shot at them are the first time they're there. Never get to see them, the really nice ones. And with the park and everything, I got the bucks know where the does are that are in heat when they're ready, and they know where to spend their time. So it's interesting because the big ones are during the night, they
got a little black book,
They must, yeah. No, it's probably smell and memory. So they know they've been here. Oh, okay, this area is good this week. Over here's the next week and stuff. So it's interesting. But even if I don't shoot one, in fact, with the new radio show I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have a segment from the blind and just talk about what I'm seeing. The nice thing about a enclosed blind, my buddy says, don't you miss being just sitting in a tree? And I says, no. No, number one, safety because of age. Number two, they're going to get your scent. 360 degrees, I don't care what you do. But being in an enclosed blind in the new ones, you don't have to worry. But the point I wanted to make, when you're in a blind like that, you see how wildlife, whether it's fox, deer, coyotes, squirrels, turkeys, whatever, how they react when nobody's around. It's way different when they know you're there.
And they can smell you. If you're in an enclosed blind, we used to have these, they called them condos in West Virginia when I used to hunt in West Virginia. They were like a little house, basically, and little sliding windows, really great. And they were warm. You could watch TV in them. You could do everything.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, now we were hunting with rifles. We weren't hunting with bows.
Yeah.
But it was really neat. The birds would come up, all kinds of different birds, because they were there for years.
Sure.
And
all
so the animals were used to it.
Yes.
And we'd see bobcats, we'd see fox.
Really?
Bobcats. We'd see everything walk by. You know?
But it's interesting to see if they're stalking something, how they relate to other wildlife, how, excuse me. Yeah, but it's that's what's neat about it. But the shooting part is 1%. The rest is all the other enjoyment. I mean, you're there probably, depending. I usually go in the morning for a couple hours and then in the evening, but I'll go every day. And so, and even some of the does in that, they're used to you, and it's almost like they hear the vehicle and they know if, like, I would be throwing corn or something. Okay, they'll be waiting for you and stuff, and they're all habitual animals, I guess you'd call it. But it's really enjoyable just to sit there and observe, and you never know what you're going to see. Yesterday, it didn't last long, but my buddy Chris was helping me, and we both saw it. I started back to the house, and he was still at the field, and we both saw the same sight in the sky and took pictures of, because it was so, the rays of the sun. You've seen this, Carl, right? Where they're shooting through and you see the rays.
Mm-hmm.
And with the setting sun, and I got a picture and he got a picture. His came out a little better. I'm going to be using. Yeah. Well, he was in the right spot. But it didn't last long, because then he went to take another one, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But we both saw the same thing at the same time, which was kind of cool, being observant. And that's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Be observant when you're out in the woods, or you'll miss stuff. But anyways, I want to use it on Facebook. But the rays going through the clouds, it was so picturesque.
When I was leaving fishing yesterday, it was the rays of the sun were making like a triangle.
Yes.
And
so you saw the same thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? No, wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, it got your attention.
It did.
I
was like, oh, that's cool.
Yes. Mm-hmm. See? And if you wouldn't have been outside, you'd never see it and appreciate it.
That's right.
Ours didn't last long.
No. It just, when the sun went down, it gets to a certain point.
Yeah. As it moves.
Yeah.
But yes, it's those
good.
rays.
It was really cool.
Because you don't see it very often.
Sunset last night.
Yes.
That's the thing to look forward to with this, clear skies and cooler weather and stuff.
Is that why?
Sunsets. Well, they have all the wildfire stuff that makes them really bright orange. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the wildfire smoke.
Oh.
It's up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It stays there.
Yeah.
And it makes them really orange. So.
Oh, but yeah, it was, and if you're out there, you got to, because you look at it and it's like, wow, that is cool, because you don't see it often.
No.
And it's.
And more people should notice things like that. I
yes.
know a lot of people do, but.
Yes. But a lot of people aren't outside to be able to see it.
True.
Well, a lot of people don't look up.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
They look down. They're looking for a quarter or something.
They're looking at their cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
I
interesting.
See that all the time when I'm out with these young reporters.
Yeah.
And I'll be driving. I'm like, oh, look, there's 5 deer. And they're like looking at their phone. I go, did you see those deer? What? Completely oblivious to what's going on around them.
See, I pronounce it correctly.
And I keep telling these people, especially in this business that we're in, you have to be aware of your surroundings and what's going on.
Oh, yes.
And you have to be, or you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the story. You're going to miss something. It's also very dangerous because somebody might be sneaking up behind you to snatch your cell phone from you or whatever.
Yeah.
And because people are crazy.
Oh, yes.
The world is going to H in a H basket.
Yes.
So, I know we're coming up on the break, but it was yesterday. Mother drove her 4 kids into Atwood Lake.
What? Well, let's talk about it after. Yeah.
No.
So
it's
I didn't hear about that.
I saw the release this morning when I got up. It's a woman, Amish gal, had 4 kids, put them on a golf cart, drove them off the end of the dock.
On purpose?
Yeah. She got rescued. 2 older kids got rescued. 4-year-old drowned.
Oh.
And they can't find the father anywhere either. And the woman said, she heard voices. God told me to do it, so I did it.
Oh, jeez.
So.
Wow. Ooh.
Very sad.
Yes. Okay.
Very
well,
sad.
we'll take a break. We could talk a little bit more about it on the other side. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors with Castaway Coolers, Dr. Norm, Big Daddy Carl Bachtel, and we'll all be back on the other side.